Just slam your foot to the floor.
You're serious?
Yep.
Okay.
Slam it. That was my
I want this. Yeah, let's go. Hey everybody, Matt Brady here again. I hope you've been enjoying my videos. Today I'm doing two EcoBoost cars. I just drove that Focus ST over there that has big turbo and all that stuff. And then my buddy here, Arlo, just came down. Actually, he's here all the way from Omaha to make a video. And tell us about your Fiesta ST, sir.
It's a 14 Fiesta ST with a Puma Speed X47 hybrid turbo, aux fuel E50, full exhaust, intercooler, running about 310 horsepower at the wheels.
That's so much power.
It's a lot of power for a little front wheel drive car.
For reference, a stock Fiesta ST probably makes something like 170 at the wheels.
So it's almost double.
It's about double, yeah. We're doubling the power.
And double the fun.
Let's see, make sure my seat's in the right spot. I sit a little closer, I think, than you. All right, well, let's do it. I feel like this is going to give me problems because ever since I got my Fiesta, I've kind of wanted to do something like this, almost exactly like this, and I'm pretty sure after I drive this, I'm going to be a little jealous every time I drive my stock one.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't ruin your car for you.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. That car's still really fun stock, but
the thing about making this car with more power is it's not any faster than the curves.
Yeah.
Your car's still going to handle the curves just as fast, but coming out of the...
You're going to dig out of the corner real hard.
Out of the apex is when you're going to feel it. But
everything feels exactly the same as my car as far as shifter, clutch, all that.
I haven't done shifter bushings. I want to do them, but haven't gotten around to it yet.
The clutch is very light. Shift feel is good for, this car is based on an economy car, so it's not like the best shifter in the world, but it's worlds better than this car would be like a stock, whatever, like a Fiesta SE or something. It's a pretty good shifter. I haven't even gotten into the power yet. I'm gonna wait till the road straightens out a little bit. We'll do a third gear pull, I think. You think it'll spin in third, or?
No, it shouldn't.
We're going uphill, and here we go. Good. God, it pulls like, it doesn't feel as violent as that Focus does, but it pulls way harder than my stock Fiesta does. I mean, mine doesn't even really throw me back in my seat at all. This thing is like,
yeah, you were
better.
You're already almost in the power band when you got on it, so.
Oh, there's, I think, can we turn traction control off? You
can hold it all the way off, yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know you could do that. Fun
really?
fact, about a month ago is when I learned that you could.
Really?
Actually, it's not even going. 1 second.
It's not wanting to go.
There
it is. Maybe I
we had to turn it. I had on sport mode, so now we're all the way off.
Okay. Because sport mode actually still does cut in sometimes.
Yep.
Not. The sounds, man. Just the turbo noises, the freaking.
Yeah.
What blow-off valve did you say you have?
Boomba.
The Boomba. That's like pretty much the loudest one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious, and I thought I was gonna hate it, but after a couple weeks of driving it, I got really used to it. Drove a buddy's STI without a blow-off valve, and I'm like, where's all the fun car noise? I want the fun car noises.
For roads like this, I think honestly you'd be happier having a stock suspension too.
You think so?
Yeah, these cars already are pretty stiff from the factory, and because you've got the extra ride height over something that's lowered like Ryan's car, you can handle uneven surfaces like this. His car, like, it was great, but I did notice we were rubbing in certain places, and it was a little disconcerting. It just didn't quite feel like it was handling all the uneven surfaces as good. What a, oh my God, okay, we shouldn't be on the power downhill.
Yeah.
That's a bad
Biker,
thing.
hello.
Yeah, that's the thing about this road too. It's a really heavily traveled bicycling road, so you gotta be kind of careful around these guys. I'm actually just gonna wait till we go uphill for him. Yeah, but seriously, I am a big proponent, honestly, of just like leaving these things stock, like as far as suspension, because they really handle great. Like unless you're gonna be doing
Autocross
like,
consistently.
even autocross, like honestly, I run times in my stock Fiesta that are like very comparable to some powerful cars. But like with a lot more power, you might need some stiffer springs, stuff like that.
Probably good now.
Yeah, well, this is a blind curve, so I just don't want to go around them and have somebody fly around. This is also, like, while being the only, it'd be nice if you'd tell me if nobody's coming by. With this being like the only really fun bicycling road, it's kind of also the only really fun car road.
Yep.
So you kind of have that to deal with. With this much power, it's really trying to follow all these road imperfections. And if it was stiffer and like softer,
it'd be a lot more to handle.
Grippier tires, you'd be fighting the wheel a lot. Man, dude, that's definitely too fast. Let's slow down a little bit here.
This is a fun road.
Yeah.
Kind of a hidden gem.
Yeah, well, it's hidden for people that don't live around here, but if you live around here, everyone
knows it.
Yeah. There's actually been a fair amount of people that have hurt themselves on this road in cars. Because all these corners are blind, and if you don't know what you're doing and you kind of creep too far over into the other lane,
now
there's enough people that do drive this in big pickups that you might end up on the wrong side of an accident. But if you're sensible anyway and know kind of the area, you'll be fine. I'm glad we've got a time where there's not very much traffic too. Earlier we were following like 10 cars. Jesus, dude. This thing rips. So it's E50. I mean, how exactly do you get to an E50 rate or mixture? Because do you have to like get that at...
So what I do is usually I go to the come and go gas stations. They typically run E70 is what their fuel is, and so basically you put in about half the amount of gas that you do of the E85.
Oh, okay. And then just fill the rest up with like 91 or 93?
Yep, 91. I could do 93 if there's a gas station that had it, but I don't think I've even found a gas station yet that carries both E85 and 93.
Do you care if I have a little fun here?
Go ahead.
That's good.
It handles that really well.
Yeah, well that's because it's stock.
It's
got a good amount of suspension travel, and you're not insanely stiff. If you tried to do that in something, I don't do it in any of the lowered cars because I would. His car, if I'd have tried that, I would have torn something off probably.
Torn into the front splitter.
Yeah, which that comes with the territory if you have a lowered car. So
yeah.
I understand. And being lowered is cool. Definitely for a street car, they look really cool. Just not as practical. I'm a little bit more on the practical side of things. And it's amazing to me just how well this chassis does actually handle 300 horsepower. Like it doesn't feel like this is out of the question. Like it almost feels like this could have been stock. I mean,
the car can handle it. I don't think most drivers can handle.
No, exactly.
You just throw this on a random economy car.
Yeah, I agree. But the chassis can handle it if you know how to drive. Okay.
For sure. It's not as brutal as some cars.
You done anything to the brakes, or just still stock brakes?
They're Hawk performance pads, but
just good pads, probably some fluid.
I really want to do. There's a big quote unquote big brake kit for the rears, where it basically just makes the rear rotors the exact same size as the fronts.
Gotcha.
And I know the rears don't do a whole lot of the work, but
still,
it would still be a nice upgrade to do.
If it's a cheap mod, might as well. Okay, so how do I do two-step?
Okay, so it's Two-step on slot 3 is at 3,000 RPM, and in 4 and 5 it's at 5,500 RPM.
What did you use last time?
You've been in slot 5 the whole time. You've been on kill tune.
All right,
so all you gotta do is clutch in.
Okay.
First gear.
First gear.
Hold the on button on the
and I
steering
won't
wheel.
drop the clutch. On button?
Yeah, don't drop the clutch.
Okay.
Just slam your foot to the floor.
You're serious?
Yep.
Okay.
Slam it. That was my
I want this. I want that.
That was my biggest issue. Is I didn't have faith, and I never actually put my foot all the way to the floor. The car can sense that, and if you just try to ease into it, you'll just keep revving it out.
You gotta, because then you don't want to end up sending it all the way.
Yep. So just have faith and actually just smash your foot to the floor, and
that's just, dude.
Sounds awesome.
That's the best thing.
No one ever expects that of a little Fiesta.
Oh no. You know, it's funny. The other day, I was in traffic, and I ended up. There was one open lane at a stoplight, and there were 2 cars in these 2 left lanes, and there was just like an SUV and like a minivan or something, and it was like a Durango, and she freaking gunned it off the line, and she was pissed because I was just like, whoa, like going with it,
trying to catch up,
and then I ended up getting ahead of her, and then she at the stop, she was like, that was so illegal, blah blah blah. I was like, you were the one racing me in your
soccer moms,
SUV.
dude.
She was like, I didn't know a stupid Fiesta could go that fast. It was the best thing ever.
Oh my god, soccer moms are crazy.
Yeah. They do drive. They drive a little bit wild, I will say. We're totally gonna end up catching that truck, but that's fine. When I do, I'll just end the video there. I think people can get a good idea of what this car's like.
Oh yeah.
Watching this.
It sucks that videos will never do any vehicle justice for how fast you're going.
Yeah, that's true.
The only way it is in corners.
The only way to kind of get it to do justice is to be on a real tight road like this, where you've got a lot of trees, so you can see them go by. But you just got to kind of get that from drive, from watching them drive. It's kind of hard, but they'll never be perfect. But good lord, man, this thing is. It's not as vicious. Like the power doesn't hit as hard as his car does.
Yep.
While we're out here, if we have time, we should all go for a ride in his. You can see what it's like.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Because it's super loud and kind of obnoxiously vicious. It's weird. It's different. This car is more tractable, and I feel a little more confident with the power. Especially on a road like this. His, if you tried to hit the throttle too much mid-corner, it would start walking and understeering.
This one, obviously, you're not doing a whole lot because it's a different car. But really, you can get on there almost full throttle in a corner like right now, and it's not going to walk out on you.
The crackles and pops. That guy's probably mad.
Oh yeah, he's pissed. Damn kids.
Alright, let's give them a little room. Alright, every now and then I get bicyclists that flips me off.
Oh, well, yeah. I'd be a little nervous too.
I slow down a fair amount for them most of the time. That one, he came out of nowhere, so I'm glad I wasn't going insanely fast, but yeah, it's usually not too bad. These tires handle just fine too.
Yeah, they do great, and they're pretty cheap.
The thing is you're never going to run into major issues as long as you're not overdriving the car. You need to understand your limits. Yeah, get in your lane, lady. That's the problem with. That's another problem with this road is there's
people just driving. There's no lines in the middle, so
yeah, you just got to be on your game a little bit. What do you think from the passenger seat? Have you had very many people drive it before?
Yeah, I've had a lot of people drive it.
Okay.
I love having friends drive my car. I love teaching friends how to drive manual. I'm trying to keep that trend alive.
That's good. I've taught a fair. Okay.
On my old,
I do not know if that's cops.
On my old Fox Body Mustang, I taught at least 10 or so people to drive manual, and I've taught 3 or 4 on this. Never had anyone drive my car this hard. So it feels cool. No, hey man, that's why I brought it down here.
Yeah.
See what it's like and really give it a good review.
Well, it's freaking great.
There's a review, folks. It's freaking great.
It's freaking great. That's it. That's all you need to know.
But it feels good from over here, and I'm not nervous at all.
It's pretty tied down. I mean, these cars handle great as they are, and I think if you're gonna to really overwhelm the chassis, you'd have to add, I don't know, a crazy amount of power. I think if it was some kind of a 400 horsepower that hit really hard all at once would be a little sketch. But but I think that this hybrid turbo must be just a little bit more smooth and linear, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's got a pretty good
It
power
doesn't
curve.
feel. It actually feels a little less hard hitting early, even than the stock cars. Oddly enough, like
I think that
they
has
make all
more-
their power down low, and this thing keeps pulling hard to high. You know, as you increase the RPM.
I think a lot of that has more to do with the tune rather than the turbo itself.
Yeah.
But also, this car does keep pulling. My tuner suggested in race settings to keep pulling all the way just past 7 grand. Is where it keeps making power.
I think I've gotten close to like 68 probably, and that's good enough for me.
I know.
Don't need to.
I know the stock cars. Usually, you want to shift around anywhere from 5,500 to 6,000 because after that they start to fall in the face.
You're almost not making any
I've
more gain.
Got a whole 1,500 more RPM to go through on this tune, where I'm still making power.
Through these tight corners, it pulls real good coming out. It's amazing. All right, well, that's good enough. This is like a 17-minute video now, and I just don't want to bore everyone. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This car, it rips. It's awesome. Arlo's a cool dude for letting me drive it.
Heck
And
yeah.
for coming down from Omaha, man, that's like, what's
Yeah.
up? Keeping the stick shift trend alive, teaching people how to drive. That's the best. That's the best.
Heck yeah.
What do you think, man?
That was a lot of fun. It was cool to sit in the passenger seat and have someone really rip on my car and feel what it's like.
And I just keep smiling too. It's
Yeah.
like, I can't stop smiling. What's that noise?
I think that's an exhaust right. I'll just have the.
Oh, there we go. It's a weird like
It only does it.
resonation at idle.
It only
probably.
does it after you really rip on it
Oh,
and
okay.
idle. Next time you start it up, it's gone.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next
Car
video.
things, right?
With that weird little modified car thing, I'll
Duct tape will
end,
fix
end
it.
the video here. Yeah, duct tape, red green show. That's what's up.
There we go.
See ya.